Hi guys, so I'm not vlogging today. I just came home from work. I just wanted to jump on here quickly because I've just had something super exciting and emotional and crazy happen today. So I, in the past, have gone through some pretty heavy eating disorders. It was something that took over my life for a really long time. It took me 7 years from the moment that the first symptoms started showing till being fully recovered. I lost my period for just over 3 years in total, and then when before my body could like get its period back, I went straight on the contraceptive pill. So I then went on the pill for just over 3 years as well. Basically, I've had 7 years not having a period, and I just got an IUD put in, which you may already know if you've seen my other videos. Anyway, it's the non-hormonal one because I wanted to start getting my body back into the rhythm, because I don't want kids now, but later down the track I want to start thinking about that, of course, and I don't want to leave it too late, and I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be. So I wanted to get off it. I got the IUD put in at the end of my last period, and today would have been when I was meant to get my period, and I got my period. And it's so funny, like I was so grumpy, well, not grumpy, I was really blah last night. I've never been so happy to be bloated and in pain. Like, I'm just blown away because I thought it would take so long for me to get it back, just because there's so many things that go into it. Like, you need to be eating the right foods, your hormones need to be right, you need to be sleeping right, stress, everything. And I can't believe it didn't even take me a cycle. I'm so proud, and I'm so impressed with myself that I've been able to get it back so quickly. And yeah, it's just given me a whole new confidence on I do know what I'm doing, and I do know what's best for my body and things like that. So yeah, I got nothing left to say. I'm gonna hand this back over to future Amy. Whatever you're vlogging, have fun, good luck, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Talk soon. As an official welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you may have gathered from the previous snippet, the week that was last week was actually a really tough week for me, emotionally and mentally, the whole shebang. And basically I wanted to sit down and have a bit of a chat about it, but first I wanted to go and make a coffee because, as you may be able to tell, I am very tired right now. So I'll make a coffee, we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna have a little debrief personal life update for you guys. Okay, so the week that was, it was a bit of a reality check for me, if I'm being honest, because something that I am amazingly skilled at is running myself into the ground. And I've always been that way, and lately I'm trying to be a bit more mindful, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling at the moment to find a bit of a balance between putting out stuff on my YouTube, stuff for my Instagram, trying to learn a new job, because the job I've transitioned into full-time is nothing like the job I was in. And so there's a lot going on. And then I've got stuff going on in my personal life. We had a family scare. I had my first period in 7 years, which threw my emotions all out the window. I think it's super important to understand that you need to give yourself permission to relax sometimes, and to hang out with your family and your friends or your partner, or just be with yourself and do whatever the hell makes you happy in that moment. Because yeah, you have like these huge goals and ambitions that you want, but in between all those little goals is this thing called life, and that needs to be enjoyed too. And so if you're just always focusing on the next goal, you're never going to appreciate the little things, which is kind of what life's all about. So I've got a pen and a pad, well, a notebook, because we're going to schedule out how to basically roster a really busy schedule to make sure that you're getting everything done, you're being productive, but you're also giving yourself that downtime. Because look, if I don't write down when I'm going to have that downtime, I'm not going to give it to myself, and I know that. So we're going to schedule everything in. All right, so In the middle of the page, basically, I've gone in and I've just written the hours that I'm going to actually be at work, because that's going to take up the bulk of your day and it's going to be the least flexible time that you can work with. The second part that I want you to think about is how you're actually getting to and from work, because I feel like our travel time is an area that a lot of us really don't capitalize on. And especially if you're like previous me and you're traveling a really long way for work, if you're sitting in the car for an hour, you can get a lot done in that hour, or that hour can basically be a waste of time, putting it bluntly. So for me personally, to get to work, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So on Monday, Tuesday, I'll always catch the train. Thursday, Friday, I'll always drive. And then that Wednesday kind of falls in either category, depending on like what I need to get done, my goals for the week, etc. So when I get on the train, that's like my designated editing time. So as soon as I get on there, my headphones are on, my laptop's open, and I'm editing away for 20 minutes to work, 20 minutes from work. So if I do that 3 times, so the Wednesday included as well, for 40 minutes a day, 20 minutes to and from, that's 2 hours that I'm actually smashing out work. Anything that you normally just find that you don't have time for and you're trying to smash out after work, if you can catch the train or any kind of public transport and get that stuff done, why not make the most of that time? Thursday, Friday is when I will drive. And so there's 2 things that I like to spend my time doing when I'm driving. The first one is listening to podcasts. Podcasts are amazing to keep your mind stimulated, to constantly be retaining and gaining new information, and also to just become more knowledgeable in a field that you're super passionate about. So for me, anything personal development or health and fitness, like I love that. The second thing I love to do when I'm driving is doing phone calls, because phone calls are amazing. Catching up with your family and friends, giving them your time, it's super important, but it is very time consuming as well. So I love batching it when I'm driving, because it's, putting it bluntly, there's nothing else you could be doing with that time anyway. So you don't feel guilty for staying on the phone and having that laugh with your best friend, because like I just said, you're driving. What else are you gonna do? The next section is your morning routine. And I feel like this is an area where we all just assume we're gonna get a million things done at like the speed of light. And that's purely for the fact that you don't wanna set your alarm for earlier. And basically my next tip, like involving this, is to be realistic with how long things actually take to get done. Even if it involves you literally bringing a timer and timing how long on average it takes you to do things, because then as well you'll be able to set realistic expectations and you're not gonna end up deflated when you can't get a million things done because they were unrealistic to begin with. The next section you need to be thinking about is what you're doing when you're getting home from work. So if you're like me and you're getting into work early and you're leaving early, you have a huge chunk of time between when you get home and when you have to go to bed. And then obviously within this area is going to depend a lot on what like your priorities are and what you actually like to do. So for me personally, I don't see Sean like throughout the entire week. I don't see him till the weekend. So for me personally, I'd rather come home, do a bit more editing, do a bit more work on my side passion project, so that when I do see him on the weekend, we can spend that time together. But I know a lot of people go home, they go home to eat with their partners. The hard truth is, if you want to accomplish things that you haven't accomplished before, or you want to achieve all these big things, you want to be at uni and you want to have a full-time job, you want to have a full-time job and you want to do YouTube videos, you want to have a full-time job and you want to start a health and fitness journey. It takes sacrifice and it takes hard work, and basically it's going to involve you sitting down and going, okay, I have to lose something off this. What am I going to lose? So if you're not willing to lose that time of the night time, what about in your hour-long lunch break, you split it in half, 30 minutes you spend going to the gym, reading your textbook, editing your videos, and then the other 30 minutes you sit down, you turn your brain off and you take a second for yourself and you eat your lunch. So now all of the scheduling is done, it's time to get into the fun bits. So Sean and I are gonna head over to the beach, have some downtime, relax, walk, chat, do all those lovey coupley things. And then I also wanna film a HIIT session for you guys down at the beach. Well, I'm thinking HIIT. I haven't planned a session yet. So like always, we'll see what happens when I get there.
Close till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
we've been back home for about an hour now. I just went upstairs and did some stretching and some handstand practice just because I was really tight after that workout. So it was good to just move my body and stretch out my muscles. And that's why my hair is an absolute mess right now. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy it and get some value out of it as always. And if you did like this video, I'd really appreciate if you could quickly pause and give it a like and subscribe, because it really does support my channel and I really do appreciate it. But besides that, I hope you're having a beautiful morning or night. Whenever you're watching this, I look forward to seeing you next Sunday at 11 a.m. Bye guys.